Bring it up. Okay, you guys both know the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. Listen to my commands at all times. Touch goes now, go to your corners. Fighter, Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Scrap hard, round one. Go. Good. Keep the middle. Keep the middle. There you go. Keep the middle. Stay relaxed. Good. Right, that jab. That jab. Make sure it comes in there. Hands up. Come on. Turn him, good. Turn him. There you go. Turn him. Straight jab, straight jab. Throw him out there. Get a feel for it. More jabs, more jabs. There you go. Grab it there. Throw that jab, throw that jab. Don't be scared, throw that jab. Oh, that guard up. There you go. Get out, breathe. Hands up, hands up. See that hand drop? See that hand drop to make him pay? Watch out, you're following here. Watch out. Throw something behind him. Rotate him. Double up. 30 seconds! There you go. Double up. There you go. Yes, sir. Move your hands. Rotate them. More jabs. Go to your jab. 10 seconds! About point. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time!
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Dennis. They're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is a 10-rounder. What does the orthodox fighter have to be conscious of guarding against that right hook from the southpaw? I mean, he's got his left hand out there, but a non-traditional defensive structure for him being set up like that.
Yeah, absolutely. He has to remember that that punch will come from that angle, and usually he has no danger coming from that angle. So he has to make sure when he jabs, that shoulder is up against his chin. So if the hook does come, it hits the shoulder, not the chin.
This fucking game, bro. All you gotta do is what I press.
Good flush, straight left hand.
Nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god, bro.
Scored well with the hook. To the belt line he goes with the left hand.
Homie, just do what I'm pressing. Like, what the fuck is going on?
A combo. That punch just close. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Peter Manfredo.
What the fuck are you doing? Bro, oh my god. This fucking game doesn't even work right.
Manfredo's stunned by that shot. That's a flush shot, banking away those body shots with the left hand. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
10 seconds remaining in this round. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. International's ability to get to his opponent worked out well there. He damaged him in that round. Getting rid of that punch from his opponent. Well blocked by International.
I don't even understand what the fuck is going.
Flush right hand to the body.
Why does it feel like I can't get out the way?
shot. Now he gives a left. Off to the side. A little swing and a miss going upstairs. Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut.
You about to quit, nigga?
A nice, crisp combination by International. Missed the body shot. Halfway through round number 2.
Oh, that's crazy.
International's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best.
What you gonna do? Quit? Damn, why my Haney only 85? What the fuck? He don't got his fronts in, I guess.
Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Round 2, let's go. Yes, sir.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas. When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Comes right back at him with a left hand.
Oh my god, bro. This game is fucking retarded. How do you do that if I press right uppercut?
Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. That is a big right hand after eating one himself.
It is lagging, I'm not gonna lie. This fucking game, bro.
The Dream's doing well here with that 2-punch combination.
What the fuck? I'm not even...
Halfway through this round. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Sets up that right hand with the jab. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He just went down. The in-fighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe paying the ultimate price.
Down he goes.
It don't look
but
like
he's
he's supposed to win this fight like at all.
beating the count. And now the ref gets involved and warns him for headbutting. Good looking right hand after he got hit. The old-timers love that right there. The right hand and the left hook to the head. Good exchange. He fires back. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisp, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
I wonder if those 60 seconds were enough, Teddy. Wow! Ruined in one instance. Just done. Fight over. Oh, that's a big win. That's a big win that's going to get everybody in the division's attention. The Dream's power ends this early.
You see results like this sometimes from...
The fuck? I didn't know I had 20s on this nigga. I had the wrong shit. I definitely didn't know I had that on him. The jab and the straight to the head. I definitely... And his hooks aren't even fucking... Look at this shit. What the fuck? How do I expect to beat anybody with this nigga? He's legitimately like pillow fisted. All he has is his right hand and the jab. And the straight to the body. What the fuck? And he's more of a body. What the fuck? I feel like in this game you're not really given enough tools.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Move around. Come on, don't let him run. Come on, there you go.
I'm not this is a show. Dead nigga. Oh, he ain't all the way up, but he is done.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Great fight, guys. Great fight.
All right, you've seen it right here. Round 2. It's your winner.
Great fight, guys.
Shout out to him for fighting. I don't box. I'm a 185 MMA person. When I get down to 185, everybody in Street Beats be aware. When you think you coming back, though, you see me in there? You see me benching 300?
Chicago, the second city, and it's the second week of...
What's poppin'?
Approach to things.
Looks like some comments that Roddy Rich made had Anthony Choppa feeling a little
Alvarez
bit
is
left
making
out.
his way to the ring
Hopefully you
now.
guys
He looks
back
very
out.
focused for this fight.
But Roddy Rich was in an interview. He was asked a question.
Round
He just
number
released
one
that he
is
called
now
the big three.
underway.
They
All
decided
the talk is
to
done.
ask him,
It
hey,
is
what's
simply
your
time
big
to fight.
three?
Stop.
when it
What the
comes to
fuck, bro?
Rappers of your generation. He went on
Good
task
block there
for
by
my
Alvarez.
generation.
What is this game? I can't
Age,
even
he
fucking
grew
play
up
it.
in the same era that I did. And they said, let's go by age.
When a right-handed fighter faces a southpaw like we see here tonight, Teddy, that right jab is right up against his jab.
That's absolutely right.
listed
And
three
you know
names.
what? That's a great point,
Young
because
Boy,
there
Chuck
lies
Norris,
maybe the greatest advantage for the
He listed
southpaw.
Kodak Black,
Because now the
which is
orthodox fighter
fair
doesn't
to
feel
Rob
comfortable using his
And
jab.
he listed
It doesn't
How you missed that?
none other than
usually has.
himself.
That's like-
Of course, he listed himself
use
first.
it, and he hurts himself.
Not in terms of
That's a
order.
good block by
Just for
Alvarez.
And this got NLE Choppa and the rest of social media to start talking
Good
about
right
him.
hand.
Choppa said, best under 25.
He missed with
It's
that
crazy
headshot.
to not mention me when you realize I'm
Moken.
only 19,
Moken's opponent
which is
knows
fast.
exactly what the game plan
You don't have to
would be
like
now.
my
That
music,
counter
but my
punch
numbers are
landed with
undeniable.
some success.
He did sell 22 cameras. It's significantly lower than the rest of the people that have been named, even Roddy Rich, who people are saying his last album
Alvarez is banged
underperformed
around
by
by a
Fats
big uppercut.
That's 3 times the way NLE Choppa sold. You don't have to like my music, but my numbers are undeniable. 16 gold and platinum plaques, 6 songs over 100 million. 6 billion streams worldwide. Sold out tour in the U.S.
He brings
Also
an
currently
uppercut that
selling
really
out in
does
Europe
damage
too.
there.
Go Emoji. You gotta keep it a buck.
Moken's almost
Choppa
looking foolish
is
that time. he missed
putting
that
numbers
shot.
on this tour,
Now that
and
is
it's
sharp,
NLE
accurate
Choppa's tour.
punching, the
He's not
three-punch
opening up for
combo by
artists that he
Moken.
opened up for
To the
several
head he
years.
goes with a left
Once again,
hand. There's the
He says you
headshot,
can't
but he
compare me
parries
to
it away.
nobody. I'm literally the youngest doing it,
Last
and it
10
ain't
seconds
one
of
person
this
at my
first
age
round.
done what I've done so far. Somebody get Soulja Boy on here. Everybody else got at least 3 years on
his
the
opponent in
average.
that last
Then
round.
it's me. Well, he's talking about the game right now at his age range. That's true. Nobody's done that. Then it's me 3 years in the game, and I've already did more than some niggas' whole career. One thing that has got me interested in talking about, do I think NLE Choppa should have been in this big 3? No. But
Don't waste energy. But I want you to keep those hands moving.
he is the youngest one. That's
Deep breath for me.
He has consistency. Think about it. Shot of Flow dropped years ago,
Here we go.
2019,
Round 2
and he hasn't
is
fallen off
underway.
since.
Well
He's still
done,
putting numbers on
three-punch
the board.
series of
He's
punches there
maneuvered
by Alvarez.
in such a way that I have massive respect for.
Blocks the headshot.
He's continued to drop good music,
That
and
was
NLE
not
Choppa
well
doesn't really
targeted
drop
by Smoke.
bad music.
Alvarez is scoring with that right
Infrequent, I
hand.
should say. And when he drops music, you know what you're
Oh,
going to get from
fucking
NLE Choppa.
game,
Nobody
bitch.
else is really
I would've had a
doing
big ass
the
counter if
music
you would've
like
just did what I
NLE Choppa.
pressed, bro.
He's got the personality, he's got the fans, he's got the
Here's one for
charisma.
you now, he says,
does
right back with the left hand.
throw out a lot of BS in terms of things that he claims he can do or knows about. And I think he feels
Blocked by
like he's a
Alvarez.
lot more
And now we got a
maybe
fight. He
intelligent
fires back a
than
right
he is.
hand
Or I
of
wouldn't
his
say
own.
intelligent is the word. I feel like he
Putting
believes that
forth
he's a
that
lot more
hard work he did in
informed
training
and aware
camp there,
than
landing
he
a
really is.
crisp
And it's a bit of
combination.
arrogance in the sense that he's a lot more ignorant because, hey, he's only been here for 19 years. How much can you really learn in that time frame to try to say
and he
that
returns
Who made
fire
this
with a
shit?
left hand.
studying certain things for decades
Come
is an
on,
arrogance
goddammit.
unless you can definitively
Good combination by Alvarez.
But I'm not going to get into that
Tried the
conversation.
hook,
Big
didn't
3.
get it.
Roddy Ricch, absolutely not.
A headshot block. Alvarez is
His
in
other
a
two
good
big
rhythm
young boy is
defensively
absolutely.
here. Teddy, what is that? A credit to his ability to...
How are you
And I just
missing?
started to
Like,
run through my head.
The teachers,
A couple
let's
of
give the
names
trainers
would
credit,
absolutely
of course, let's
be on
give
the
his
big
background
3
of the
over
amateurs
Roddy
credit,
Ricch,
but
because we had to
he
talk about
learned
consistency. Roddy
how to
Ricch,
get away from
he
punches.
peaked
This is
way higher than NLE
technique
Choppa.
that
He
was
has
taught to him.
I believe the box is diamond. NLE Choppa, you ain't got no diamond record.
By
Let's be
Smoking.
fair here. He said, what has he got? He's got 16 gold and platinum plaques. Let me actually run the numbers.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after
The
getting
songs that
tagged
NLE
himself.
Choppa has been on, he has 9 platinum plaques, which is,
Little
I
volume
don't know if they're
punching to the body
multi-platinum,
there.
but 9 platinum plaques, and then 4 gold. So just all of those plaques put together are
Good
barely
effective
beating the
work with
box.
that straight right
And that's
hand.
not
Coming to the end
even
of this
adding to a
round.
rock star.
Joe and
other
Teddy
hits
with you
that
ringside.
Roddy Ricch
Teddy,
has
around
had.
like that,
Roddy
where
Ricch
it's
has
a
had
lot
bigger
of
hits.
busy
He's had a
activity
way
and both
higher
guys
peak.
being busy.
And I'm including
When you-
albums, not just singles. When it
Those
comes
the
to
kind of
gold.
rounds that you
But if we're
prefer,
just
or do
considering
you like the
singles,
pace to be a
and
little
he has
slower,
9
just depend
platinum,
on each
2
guy?
gold,
No, if I have a
which
fight,
makes
I'd
it
rather have
1 diamond. But yeah, you've got all those plaques, but Roddy Ricch got 1
Oh,
plaque
yeah, I'm in
that pretty much
control all the
eclipses
time,
the rest
but
of the plaques that you
fans
have.
love to see a fight like
Gotta be
that.
fair here.
And
I'm not
yet
messing with NLE
another
Choppa, and I
right
disagree
hand
with Roddy Ricch. But I respect
land
Roddy
a
Ricch for
headshot.
putting himself on there because he needs to believe that.
Oh, that's
That
good
belief,
stuff.
especially
Fires
if
right back with one
he
of his
continues
own.
trying to better himself, is what's going to get him back to being popular and looked at. Because a lot of people did not even know he dropped an EP. I put it out on Twitter. I
Tried to
said,
nab him up
one of the
top,
most
but was
dangerous things
unable to
about this
connect.
EP that Roddy Ricch
Good,
just dropped
strong
is
uppercut. He
nobody's
comes
talking
right back
about
with it
it.
after
That's the
taking
worst thing.
one.
People were calling it bad. If people
There's
were
that
calling it
southpaw
mid,
jab in the
people
left
were calling
hand.
it trash. There's at least conversation around it. But there was no conversation around it. And a lot of people were
Coming to the
replying to
halfway
my
point
tweet
of this third round.
and saying, Roddy dropped?
Nice block
He
that
dropped?
time.
Question
It
mark.
was intended
He
to the
dropped?
head.
He dropped? So everyone's
You can see he's
wondering.
trying to score
I'm
up.
surprised that he actually dropped, which is dangerous. The last thing you want
Sharp
to be
and
is
accurate
a
1-2 by Alvarez.
Let's drop some names that I feel like are definitely bigger in terms of not reach of one song, but have a bigger fan base or
Goes
likely
up
to
top
be
with
big
the right
3
hand.
under 25
Oh, he
or 20
just
to
misses with
25.
that headshot.
Playboy Cardi is 25
What an
right now.
excellent
I don't know
two-punch
if he considers
combo by
that.
Smokey.
Playboy Cardi's hotter than Roddy Ricch. Playboy Cardi went on his own tour. He was selling out the floor.
Parries that punch intended for the head.
But still, Playboy Cardi, we have to agree. He's doing more numbers,
Missed the
album
target
sales
with that
wise,
hook.
just a whole lot of red.
Hogan's got to be asking himself.
His shows are going crazy, his fans are going crazy. If Playboy Cardi drops, it's definitely getting attention. Nobody's gonna say, oh, Cardi dropped? Question mark? At 2 days later, after it's already come out.
He
Then
gets up
we got a
after
name,
that punch,
Polo
put
G.
him down on the
Polo G
canvas.
sold like
Now he needs to
160K
get on
with
that
his last
bicycle
album. And then
and
his
stay away
deluxe
from
that
this
dropped
guy.
maybe later towards that year or the next year.
Round
I don't
3 comes to
remember
an
the time
end.
frame. But his deluxe did 80-something. Apollo G's killing the
Alvarez
game.
is up
He's
3-zip on Teddy's
that
scorecard,
time
but
frame.
obviously he's putting together a big lead here, having his man down.
Era has Roddy Rich, and he's young and falls into
So
this
he's catching him with
age.
straight
You
punches.
know what the fuck I pressed?
Rod Wave.
Oh my
Rod
God,
Wave,
bro.
Soulfly Deluxe, Soulfly sold like 138K. Rod Wave went on his own tour where he was the headliner. Roddy Rich has still not done that.
How the fuck
He's
are
opening
you?
up for Post Malone again.
This game, bro.
He could throw in there little TJ, but I think I would say that
Are you
personally,
stupid, nigga?
I wouldn't put little TJ
Your
on
goofy
that
ass think that shit gonna keep
head.
working?
I would, if I had to put them on a big
It only
three, I had
worked
to
'cause the
choose
game-
either little TJ or Roddy Rich. I would put Roddy Rich over little TJ. Maybe that's a little bit biased because I like Roddy Rich's music more than little TJ's.
Smart boxing
But
here.
just looking at the different ranges of success, widespread reach fans, I authentically believe Roddy Rich has more fans.
Smoke is showing us that he's willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan
Kodak Black, I think
saw
that's
him
fair that
knocked
he-
down earlier.
That's pretty much
in
the
this
big
fight.
names
What
that
would
we
you be
see.
telling?
You know, in some ways, I tell him good
Absolutely
because
not.
you
He
have
just
to
got
go
into
with what you
we can't even
have.
consider
Dude, throw the
him
fucking
as
combo.
a
God damn.
He
Over
sold
the
like
course
30
of the
something.
fight,
Yeah, that's good
you are
numbers.
who you are.
That's
So it's
outstanding.
not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style
What
of
did you
performance,
do?
it's the
That just came into the
execution of the game plan.
But that's not
That
coming
has to be
close
Oh, you
done.
could have had me if you
got
threw the two.
certified hits. He still does not have
really
a
making
certified
some
hit song
boxing
that's top of
purists
the
out
charts.
there
Although
put
he
a
had rap
smile on
star
their
Lil
face
TJ had
because
Calling My
his
Name, and I think
defense
another
has
song
been
as
I
well.
didn't. What is
Roddy
this
Rich,
shit? Like he's
obviously,
weaving.
box,
My guys are weaving
So
way
many
more
different
than normal.
all of these guys have put
because the
hits
shit
up.
never gets
He
touched.
has not
He's
done
a
that.
guy that's always going
Cardi
around
kind of hasn't
because
really
his
put
defense.
hits up, but Cardi's album performs really well, and then his shows are undeniable, and I think shows make up
Nice
for hits.
1-2 by Alvarez.
I
That's
don't
pretty
know, bro.
much the other guys that I would say are in
Job's over, okay?
I had to make a list.
Oh shit, what's up, Sinister?
Big three.
I didn't even see
not
you. I
in
wasn't
terms
paying
of what I'm
attention to the
listening
chat.
in terms of what I think impact, I would have
12%
to put
agent.
Young Boy on
Action
there.
now. We're
I would
underway
have
in what
to
has
put
been
Playboy
a
Cardi.
completely one-sided fight.
I would
You
have
get
to
the
put.
sense this one may
I
not
have to
go
put
the
Young
distance.
Boy,
Alvarez
Playboy
putting
Cardi,
his
and
punches
Kodak.
together.
Bitch, throw the fucking combo. Oh my god, bro.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Project Baby, or not Boys.
I can't do anything.
Something.
He keeps
hard to
fucking
watch.
weaving. What the fuck is he doing, bro?
8 years in and out of jail. There was a point when his record
I'm trying to
wasn't really
sidestep. This
helping
nigga is
him
weaving
back
his
when he
ass
hit
off, bro.
Super Gremlin. He
Fucking up my
already had a
counter.
hit that Cardi B decided to steal and got a number one with it.
Land both
So that
punches.
is enough of a testimony to show how talented Kodak is. Playboy Cardi, I wouldn't put him over here ahead of Polo G because I personally enjoy Polo G, but I said I was going to try to make it non-biased.
That doesn't make sense. I would have hit him.
Playboy Cardi
That whole
has
combo
the
would have
most
landed.
right now, probably than any other artist in terms of
Smoke is
The way he
showing
just reacted, the whole combo would
getting
have
fans
landed. What the
riled,
fuck?
going crazy.
Here in these
Similar
later
to what
rounds,
Tyler
you
the
start
Creator
to see a trend, and
years
one is
ago.
developing.
Alright, bro.
He cannot get away from that left.
Young Boy, yeah.
Oh, a
It
big
would, for
shot
me, it would be Young Boy,
He's
Kodak,
getting goofy
and
as
Perfect
fuck, bro.
combination,
Playboy Cardi.
and he is floored.
Because
Well,
Rod
you know,
Wave,
times you
Polo
say you
G,
can hit a guy with two.
I
Why
would put
hit
them
him with
on a
one?
tier right underneath, like barely underneath, and then I would
So
have to
now the
put
question becomes,
Little
after
TJ
that
at a tier
knockdown, and he
below
has
Rod
gotten
Wave.
up, how does he
I don't
survive?
think he's
So this way it's
comparing to
kick
those
in.
guys. Well,
You got to
TJ
start
did
moving
sell
that head
60
automatically
something
right now. You don't want
He
to
did
stay in
have
the
a hit
middle.
song.
Needs to improve that accuracy.
I think I
missed
just
with a
I'll
headshot.
throw a little TJ in with them. I wouldn't put that tier. But Polo G did do big numbers. He does big streaming numbers. It's just that I don't see the fans going crazy over Polo G like they do for the big three that I put out. But let me know what you guys would consider the big three. People under 25 years old and under. No 26-year-olds, no 27-year-olds, no Uzi Bird in there. 25-year-olds and under.
What's good
Let me
for
know in
you
the
is
comments.
good for him.
Do you think
And I
Roddy
know
Rich
he's not in great
belongs
shape,
in that
but
top?
he's doing a very good
Like,
job
subscribe,
now all
and
of a
actually,
sudden
do
of
you think I
defending
chop
himself.
him?
That was a great round we just
Like,
saw,
subscribe,
Teddy. And
and
this is
hit the
why I'm
notification
glad I do my job, not yours.
All
You have
right.
to try to score that round.
Thankfully, there's only one match left, Brian.
Got shaken up. And, make sure
And
it doesn't happen
apparently,
again.
this was
Close
supposed to
round,
be a
but the
big
good
deal.
news,
Chris
more to
Jericho
come.
and Lance
Audience.
Archer against John Moxley and Tanahashi. And that's
How the
supposed to
fuck
be
this shit
Moxley
won't
and
go past
Tanahashi
89,
is
bro?
obviously the matchup that's going to take place to determine the interim AEW champion. So naturally, let's make them team up. because Tony has seen in the past when he was a kid watching wrestling that smart bookers often did an angle out of that with the champion and the challenger.
Well, right there's a good example of the
Unfortunately, this wasn't a smart booker nor one of those times. The match was different. You gotta admit that.
Bro.
They started it out with a jump start and a four-way at the bell. That never happens on AEW. They're going in a completely different direction here. And then they continue to think out of the box, doing stuff that had never been done before. Moxley and Jericho had a sloppy, fake-looking fight on the floor. It's like half the time they don't even care the camera's on them when they're throwing the fake punches. And there was one of these brawls on this show. It was Adam Cole when he was in that Donnybrook. Where he was just... I've hit people harder when I tap them on the back to ask them to turn around so I can tell me what time it is. But anyway, and then Tanahashi and Archer were in the ring while Moxley and Jericho were on the floor, and Archer cut Tanahashi off immediately. And then Jericho tags in when they settle it down, and Jericho beats up Tanahashi. Am I correct in assuming that this is Tanahashi's first time wrestling on an American promotions television?
I'm not sure if he's done anything for TNA or ROH in the past, but this is
nobody would have seen that.
Yeah, this is certainly his first ever mainstream wrestling appearance in the United States, sure.
So in the first minute of this match, they couldn't have just rung the bell and started so that Tanahashi could do 30 or 40 seconds of spots that would make people think, wow, this fucking guy's good. Instead, they do a jump start sloppy four-way and then immediately cut off the only guy that we've never seen before and start kicking the shit out of him so he looks like a schlub.
I think part of the issue is there may be a limited amount of what he can do at this point.
Very
all the
ineffective.
injuries he's had.
Oh, good lord. Another
Like,
one?
if you throwing that many punches around, you need to
Minoru
stop.
Suzuki that has to be handled like a Fabergé egg.
You throwing that many punches around, only landing
So now this guy's
that
fucking broken
percentage?
down also.
We'll see you next
He
time.
can't do 30 seconds?
Well, I'm sure he could have done something better than what they did.
Okay, well,
he
that's
is
all I
broken
was
down.
going for.
Yeah.
You know, usually when I would bring in a big star into one of my companies from either just the general wrestling world or specifically another promotion, the first time that you see them on TV, they do 2 or 3 things to somebody else just to show they can. So then, while the announcers were talking about Tanahashi being an all-time great, including Jim Ross, he's on my list of all-time greats, he was in the ring doing absolutely nothing to back up that verbiage or stand out in any way. And then Moxley got with Jericho and they went back out to the floor. What else does... You know what they ought to do? They ought to get one of those shock collars like they have the dogs, the hidden underground electric fence, where it's dug underneath the ground and the invisible fence, and then the dog wears the collar and tries to go over the barrier. It shocks them enough that they go back inside. They ought to put one of those on Moxley and put him inside the ring and make him stay there. So Jericho...
You know, that's not a bad idea, because my favorite Moxley match, surprisingly, was the one with him and Omega, the exploding ring match, even though there was no explosion. Just those two fighting and
They had to
wrestling
stay in the ring.
having to stay in the ring was actually the best match I've ever seen him in.
Did you see Jericho try to do the old Fabulous Kangaroos boomerang, where he would try to boomerang Moxley's throat under the bottom rope? And Jericho didn't know how to give it, and Moxley didn't know how to take it. Both their legs collapsed. Jericho bent his knees, and fucking Moxley spread his legs out so his legs weren't even in front of Jericho's, and it just was... And they went to a break, and they come back, and finally Tanahashi gets the tag for a blah comeback. Seriously, he came in and punched one of the baby faces like a time or two. The guy never even, or one of the heels rather, the guy never went down, and then he started shooting him off and going into ducks and reversals. If you're a baby face and you get a hot tag that anybody cares about, and you come in and your baby face starts, or your heel starts reversing you and going into spots before you bump them 2 or 3 times, you've shat your comeback. He did a senton on Jericho, got a 2 count. Did you see Jericho go for the double arm He had a double arm grip like he was going to either suplex or pedigree the fucking guy, Tanahashi. And he gives Tanahashi the office on his back, a blatant Iggy. Like that. 2 times on with both hands on his back, and Tanahashi reverses it. This guy... Mox and Archer went to the floor. And Jericho and Tanahashi laid in the ring, and then a sloppy 1-2 exchange. Not one Japanese wrestler can throw a punch. Tanahashi goes for the crossbody off the top. Jericho wanted to roll through, but he caught him and dropped to his ass, and then did a shitty roll through and got the walls of Jericho and held it forever because he was looking around. Apparently Moxley forgot. And then finally Moxley comes back in and hits an RKO on him to take him out of it. And then nothing happened.
Hi, everybody. So
and that is when I wrote, and I'm going to ask you this question, Brian. And I also bring this up to anybody out there that watch this television program or watches AEW on a regular basis and likes the Japanese wrestlers. Can you explain to me
now the time has
why
come.
that every time one of these guys debuts on AEW television, they look like shit? They don't do anything. They don't make an impact. They don't make a statement. They don't blow anybody away. Keith Lee, in his first job match on their TV, remember the one that he actually did right? He got over more than any of these supposed world's greatest wrestlers, Okada and Tanahashi and Hikuleo and the rest of them. They don't even look as good as the guys on the AEW roster. They dress like bums. They got no physiques. If they can work in some spectacular fashion, you don't see it. They're in multiple man matches. They're doing shit that looks bleh. Do they just not care? And they're just jacking off on Tony's dime? Or, shockingly enough, could it be that they're not really all that good? Unless they're working with each other in front of their audience with their bookers and in their company where they're over. Answer that question for me.
I agree that there's not been any Japanese wrestlers I can think of that have had a really good debut or really impressed anyone. Usually it's riding off a reputation and having the announcers, or at least 2 of them, scream at you about how great the person is. And Jim Ross may chime in if he's seen them before. But
this fucking game, bro.
This New Japan thing. None of the people, including... I want to see Okada. Not in a 4-way with those fucking guys. But I want to see Okada. He came out in the Daniel Bryan, or the Bryan Danielson special, the white t-shirt, just looking like he's there. He seemed like
that doesn't fucking make sense, bro. Come on,
very
man.
Special wrestler. Just seemed like another guy. I think every one of these guys they've thrown on the show in the last few weeks has seemed like another guy. It would have been a lot more effective. Let's say you had Okada, and you used him alone on TV for several weeks, several months, built him up so that people would want to see him, because the whole pay-per-view is built around the idea that everyone already knows everyone.
I know you can't fly Okada in from fucking
how is he beating this shit out? Y'all sound crazy. What the fuck?
But
Tony,
I just put in work. What the fuck?
Then would Okada want to do that? And I'm sure he's got commitments at home. But it doesn't even have to be several weeks. If you're going to introduce supposedly the best
but this shit,
wrestler
my guy's not weaving. I mean, sidestepping
from
properly
any
either.
other promotion.
That's not what I
New
pressed.
Japan, or Ring of Honor, or any other invading, competing rival promotion. All you need to remember is the first time people see them, they need to win.
Oh my fucking god, bro! Stop.
Because elsewise you brought an unknown person in that doesn't stand out of a pack.
I can't even.
Like everybody else, and you're not even predisposed to like them as much as you like the regular wrestlers on the roster, because you at least know who they are.
I can't even sidestep.
And if you've heard
this nigga's gonna start weaving. What the fuck?
But you haven't seen him, then you want to see 30 to 90 seconds at least of what makes him so spectacular. And or a 5 or 6 minute match where he looks good and wins decisively. This is just it. So it went on. The match wasn't over. I just wondered at that point why all these these guys that are supposed to be so great don't show it. And it's not just the booking. If the guy's going to come in and have a fucking match, he can work out if he's able to do something. He could work out a fucking 45-second spot with somebody where he looks good, but he didn't. If you're on national television in a brand new country and you get a chance to blow people
Oh my
away
God,
and
bro.
you come
Stop.
way
Just
from
do what
doing
I'm
that,
fucking
I'd say it's 'cause
pressing.
you can't, not because you didn't want to.
Just 10 seconds to go here.
This
But
shit is
anyway,
retarded,
simultaneous
bro.
cold tags to Moxley and Archer. Moxley dropped Archer and tagged Tanahashi back in, and he gave Archer a stiff frog splash, which was the best thing that he did the entire match. And then,
I need more than one punch.
Nah, I should have got both of them
if
rounds.
you wanted to laugh at something stupid and ridiculous, okay, this television program and specifically this close would do it. But something to make you want to spend $50 on a pay-per-view? Come on. Moxley and Tanahashi start having a stare down in the middle of the ring, and they stare at each other for about 30 seconds. And then here comes Eddie Kingston, and Jericho's out there, and here comes Wheeler Useless, and here comes Minoru Suzuki, the fragile Japanese grandfather, and the Jericho Appreciators, and Santana, and Ortiz, and Hager, and people we don't know, and security guys. And everybody had a sloppy fake fight on the floor that looked like it was everybody's first day in wrestling school. And Moxley and Tanahashi just stand in the middle of the ring, stock still, while all this is going on around them, staring at each other for... My DVR froze because it was the end of the show, but it had to have been 2.5 minutes, wouldn't it? They just stood there.
It was ridiculous because every time they kept cutting back to them, I was like, how can they still be staring at each other?
Because it doesn't matter whether it looks phony as long as they think it looks cool. Phony's fine.
Alvarez is so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination land.
If you want to laugh at something that's silly, yeah, watch this particular television program in that last segment. To anything that would make you want to buy the pay-per-view, if you have not already decided to do so, was not here on this broadcast. And they need their injured talent back. And I'm thinking Tony is...
punches, but he's able to
He's got to be having a meltdown of some kind now, because he won't let anybody knows how to do this do it. He's got to do everything himself. It's been this way for 3 years now. He's just bought another promotion. He's changing his booking because he's got injuries. He's going to have a fucking stroke. A stroke or some kind of goddamn brain aneurysm or just a Herb Abrams meltdown without the hookers.
Takes a lot of that away.
And then where are they going to be?
You got to keep working.
But this is falling apart at this point.
Tienes que trabajar.
Round number 4
You know,
is
I
underway.
think we could say, from a distance looking at it, that there have been noticeable changes and various things on the show since Cody left, if we're going to be fair. And certainly the last few weeks, again, I don't think it was as much about Danielson. It's CM Punk and MJF. They're not there in this show. It's not even they're not on TV. It feels like every segment they touch is improved, which tells me that they're doing more than just appearing on TV. And that's needed right now, because the people Tony's listening to, Jericho, Bucks, Moxley, the New Japan people, look at the show the last 3 weeks. The show's been terrible, and the ratings went down significantly.
Remember when All Japan and New Japan, between the two of them, and this was over a period of what, 30 years, from the late 50s to the late 80s. All Japan and New Japan imported the absolute best talent in America and put them all together on their rosters at a time when you couldn't see the best talent in America all together on a roster. They took from every territory the best guys, and you would see dream matchups, and you'd see the absolute best in the business.
But is my fucking straight not hitting his body? Because it should be.
Every American working in a Japanese promotion now is an American that wasn't good enough to get a job in America. because with the contracts now, they can't use WWE guys. They can use some AEW guys because they're working together, but that's only been a recent development. Every American working for New Japan and any other Japanese promotion that still exists at this point are guys that couldn't get fucking spots with the top promotions in America. So it's gone from the absolute best of America to what's left of America.
What a good, solid fight it's been.
And that's another thing. If I'm just a regular television viewer, and again, the reason why no regular television viewers watch AEW is because they make it so difficult to understand. But if I'm a regular television viewer, half the people that I see that are attributed to the New Japan Pro Wrestling roster aren't Japanese. Most of them are from Australia. What the fuck sense does that make to somebody? If you tell the average person, we're going to bring in the best wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling to fight our wrestlers, they expect to see more Japanese wrestlers than fucking Australians and New Zealanders in that crew.
Nice combination.
But that's what they're left with in Japan because they don't have access. Not only is there not as much top American talent as there was in the territory days by far, but they don't have access to the ones that are the biggest names, the best draws, and the biggest talents. So that's why we get Ozzy Oldham and Great-O-Khan.
But he gives one of his own, a left-hand score.
And I can understand Okada and Tanahashi maybe getting some people interested because of their previous altercations in New Japan that some people may have seen in this country.
If people know about it, because even people or someone, Okada wasn't there until this week on the show.
Well, but that's what I'm saying is, I can understand people being interested in the names and seeing them, and they've heard so much about them, and then they see them in this fashion, exposed in this way on the television program, and go, well, those guys ain't any different than any of these other fucking guys. They were not more spectacular, they were not more technically sound, they didn't have bigger physiques or better looks, or they didn't move faster.
How you missed that? This game be fucking phony as shit, bro.
30-40
Clear hit to the body,
that
missed.
You could see
like, what the fuck?
In the top Japanese guys. And when they came in and worked on an American show, you could tell that Jumbo Tsuruta was the closest thing you'd find to a Japanese Terry Funk or Dory Funk Jr. Tiger Mask. Give him 2 minutes and fold your fucking tent. He'll outshine the whole roster.
Keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now, all right?
These guys just...
Nice.
It's one of the problems where everyone wrestles the same nowadays, worldwide.
And I don't know why they picked up that particular style to begin with. But that's a story for another time. And this is a show for another time.
So we're watching this? We're really watching this thing?
You know what, folks, on the drive-thru this week, if you want
what are you doing? Oh my fucking god, bro. What is this nigga doing, man? Throw the fucking punch and stop weaving.
At least 3 or 4 of them are multiple-person matches, and more than half of them involve people that we've never fucking seen before and are not really anxious to break that
That's bullshit.
trend.
What are you doing, dickhead? Oh my fuck. This nigga stops the fucking combo for no reason.
I don't think we need to go crazy over this thing. We'll have plenty of questions about classic wrestling and a few nippy tunes, some songs to make up for whatever Behind the Green Door does not provide us in the way of entertainment. You think?
How dare you disgrace the memory of Marilyn Chambers by associating her with this AEW New Japan cross-promotional pay-per-view?
She was 99 and 44 100% pure, I'll have you know.
You know how embarrassed those people were?
I had one of those boxes for years. My mom had one of those.
Get out of here, really?
She used the product. And then I wanted to keep it, but I was... What was that name? I was 12, 13 years old. I didn't want her to know why I wanted to keep the box, so I kept putting it on the shelf behind shit, thinking that she won't notice it and I can sneak it out of the laundry room, and she ended up using it all and throwing it away.
Hold on. How did you find out about who she was at 12 years old?
That was when the movie came out.
I understand you were 12 years old.
10 seconds.
Yes.
You weren't going to porno theaters.
I'm doing a lot of reading.
Porno
It was in the newspaper.
AVN, Paul Fishbein.
No, he wasn't around then. No, that was actually. I don't think they put it on the front page of the New York Times, but yes, when Marilyn Chambers and Behind the Green Door, it was just a couple months after Deep Throat.
He probably didn't mean to throw that power jab right there. He probably meant to throw a power straight. Come on, dickhead. What the fuck is you doing?
Behind the Green Door.
And the Devil in Miss Jones.
That came a little afterwards, and it was definitely. That was third place. Everybody knew Behind the Green Door, and everybody knew Deep Throat. Linda Lovelace was on top. Marilyn Chambers was number 2. Georgina Spelvin did not ever really attain the echelon of Linda Lovelace and Marilyn Chambers, but it was reported in the news that Marilyn Chambers, what was it, 2-3 years before she shot the Behind the Green Door,
right there. I mean,
one of the first mainstream X-rated
I didn't press
movies.
anything else after that right hook. What the fuck? How did he throw a left hook? I didn't. What the fuck?
Holding a cute little baby. Very, very close to the lips that later on in Behind the Green Door would be attached to all sorts of different bodily orifices. And that box became valuable for a while. You know that thing about Marilyn Chambers? She wanted to get in the wrestling business at one point. And they asked me what I thought about it. I said, well, I haven't seen her wrestle, but I have seen her box.
Well, next week on the show, we will be
Come on, gang, what the fuck are you doing?
Beethoven, so stay tuned for that.
Giving this nigga free hits and shit.
Whatever happened to
What
Vanessa
the
Del
fuck,
Rio?
bro?
Could we find her and get an interview?
Tashin, who puts out these incredible and at times expensive but beautiful art books. I have a massive collection of them. I don't know if I'm gonna have this one though. They just put out a deluxe Vanessa Del Rio book set.
Well, there you go. And now
Coffee
you're
table
able to
book
score
filled
with
with
the
the
uppercut.
filthiest fucking photos you've ever
Towards the
seen.
end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go.
Does it have little legs that fold out?
That was
on the
stupid.
coffee table book to set to
That
make
was
it a
very
coffee
stupid.
table? All right.
That's a good idea.
You hear me? This is your fight.
Man.
Keep it up.
Teddy's scorecard through 7 rounds. He's got a commanding lead right now, and he's just been the more effective guy, Teddy. I love what he's doing. He's picking his spots, and when he does throw punches, they are purposeful.
Yeah, they are. He's making everything count. As you said, he's got a reason for everything he does in there, and that's because he's calm. See, that's a talent too. We always look at the other talents that are easier to wrap our minds around, you know, power, speed, but what about being calm? Where you can see things, you can control things. This guy's a calm son of a gun.
That's great stuff. He fires.
What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
The Warriors now feeling the effects, Teddy.
What the fuck you mean? Ricardo Alvarez.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and saying, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up.
Bruh, throw the fucking comp. Oh my god, this game is retarded, bro.
He digs in, trying to bank away body shots. How about that left right there? The Warriors, solid. He is floored by that combination. Absolutely floored. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to AEW Dark Elevation. I'm Excalibur, joined by Mark Henry, Anthony Ogogo, and the fourth member of our announced team.
Alvarez's bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him. Sometimes that's all it takes. Just one good punch to end the evening. The Warriors a knockout victim here tonight.
One good punch and one mistake at the wrong time.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore.
Damn, I landed 100 more. He threw more than me, and I landed 106 more punches than him. Work. I got it. Damn, he damn near threw all his shots. What the fuck? This is why I was like, I would have gave myself the first round. What the fuck? But he didn't even try to get. Oh, that's some bullshit. All right, get this shit up the screen. He didn't even try to get up though. Wait, testing. Yeah.
My girlfriend, my beautiful girlfriend, Megan Vargas. So I ask, and I hope and pray.
History's most savage, hip-hop's evil genius wanted all the smoke. He was sued for defamation of character for $10 million by his own mother. When Christina Aguilera warned women about abusive relationships, he told the media she gave him an STD. That ain't the answer, fellas. Do better. Will Smith once said he doesn't need to curse to sell records. To which M replied, well, I do. So fuck him and fuck you too. Fuck I do to you? Mariah Carey told Larry King she never had relations with the boy. The shady called Major Cap. And Nick Cannon even got involved. No one asked the captain of the drumline team to battle the school shooter, but would take it. After MGK called Eminem's daughter a dime piece, he had him banned from Sway in the Morning. And even worse, roasted the shit out of his little man bun. Despicable. Moby called him out for being misogynistic.
Minneapolis, good evening and welcome to a sold-out.
Terrence Carvin ain't 5'11", but alright.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Teddy, most ringside experts feel that this is very much going to be a tactical fight.
Yeah, both these guys throw punches like they're paying for them. And guess what? They're both cheapskates.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Crawford's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Is there any advice that you can give in a matchup like this of speed versus speed, where maybe one guy can go and utilize a completely different tool, like try to be a power puncher on a given night, or do something ultra defensively that could be an advantage?
Yeah, misdirection. You know, the guy's going to be real keen, both guys, because they know they have somebody who's so fast in front of them.
That's bullshit, bro.
One hand, he's going to be looking, he's going to react. Start the right hand, just a little flinch to the right hand.
Thank you.
Misdirection.
Good defensive skill. Goes upstairs with a right hand, left hook combination. Comes right back.
Why is the hooks? Oh, the accuracy's off on him, huh?
They're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one.
Alright, I'm getting annoyed, because it's like, that shit is landing, and it seemed like bullshit.
The Dream's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Good two-punch combo by the Dream. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
I didn't double tap that shit.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy...
I did way too much.
Pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and pro football.
This, okay, try to box this time.
Emotional and mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are, when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen, they have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you gotta teach them keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power, and also get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them, and now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Crawford's got to deal with a cut cheek. Gets rid of that effort.
You need to block more.
How about that? Another right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. The Dream's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Well, you can tell he's being patient, waiting for a countering opportunity. Teddy, what does he have to think about laying that trap?
All he has to do is think a little bit like I do at tax season with my accountant. I don't want to go into that office. You know, my accountant's standing at the door. He's waiting for me to come in there. I want a rebate. And that's what he wants. He wants a rebate. He wants a counter. He's stepping back, and he's waiting for the guy to come to him.
Set my rep like a rebate. Send it for cash back.
His attitude in that last round really paid off. You saw he was the much busier fighter. And round number 3 is underway. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Crawford's hurt by a big shot. Nice work, great technique. The combo lands. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you can go after him, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
Best combination in the game, jab with the straight. Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Crawford's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Halfway through this round. The Dream's eye is now cut. Nice block by the Dream. The Dream's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Crawford's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Watch that! Oh, and he's got something for him himself.
This game is fucking retarded, bro.
At the end of round 3.
Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
Look at how much stamina I'm losing now.
I want to see that straight, right?
So now I have to slow the fuck down.
So with 3 rounds complete, we take a look at Teddy's scorecard. The Dream's in control of this fight. Teddy, he's earned every round.
He has. If you talk about ring generalship, you'd have to salute him.
Crawford's punch didn't come close. Well, he's just not throwing many jabs here tonight, Teddy. I know that really bothers you. You like a guy that commits to the jab, don't you?
Well, that's boxing 101. I mean, that's the fundamentals, and it has so many areas where it serves you. I mean, it sets up the punches, it sets up your offense, but it controls your defense. Keeps the guy at a certain distance, gives the guy something to think about. Just the most basic thing in the world.
Halfway through round number 4. Crawford's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. And a well-targeted combination by the Dream. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land a counter punch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Good way to protect the midsection. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intention.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Throw the punch, bro. Come. That's not what I pressed.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. The Dream's almost got like a Viper quality to it, doesn't he? He just gets in there, he attacks real quick, comes in, strikes before you know what hit you.
Yeah, he's very quick, and that is his style. He likes to get in, do his damage, and get out. Right now, his opponent can't match him with that physical ability. What he's got to do is try to time him on the way in.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Nice strike after catching one by Crawford. The Dream's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Takes one to give one, he comes back with a right hand. Halfway into round number 5 here. Targeting that midsection now with the combo.
Stupid ass fucking game, bro. Like, this shit is retarded. What the fuck is going on?
Fires right back at him. Crawford's so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing.
Throw my punch, please. God damn, bro.
The Dream's showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. He's winning the fight. I mean, don't tell me anything different than he's winning the fight.
Yeah, except at the end of the fight, sometimes these judges, they do tell you things differently.
Right.
Hopefully that's not the case.
Well, he's up way on the punch stats. I know he's ahead on your scorecard, and you can just tell everything that's happening in the ring is in control. Able to dismiss that body shot. The Dream's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
The Dream's right hand scores well that time. Halfway through round 6. Both men digging in with uppercuts. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. The Dream's left landing well. Now you're seeing stamina right here. How can they possibly keep up this pace? Minutes ago in this round, and they have been all out.
I know how I feel, Joe, myself. I mean, I feel like I've been on a roller coaster, except I'm not sitting, I'm standing.
Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Crawford's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Crawford. And clicks of the talk. Crawford's defense is paying off now.
I don't understand what was happening right there.
From corner to corner as he sits on his
pressing shit, it don't come out.
That he is in
Or
complete
just whiffs
control
for no
of this
reason.
fight, peppering his opponent with power shots.
Well, it's been like that all night long. Anything he throws finds a target.
Oh yeah.
Parries that punch away. Oh, what an exchange! The Dream's combination that was landed moments ago is one of those examples of what every trainer would really like to have, and that's a fighter with good hand speed.
Yeah, and he's showing that right now. Now, the trainer in the other corner hopes he has a guy with good timing, because timing can negate speed.
Crawford's doing well here with that two-punch combination. The Dream's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Halfway through the 7th round. Crawford's proving to be elusive. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Crawford's combination punching is working well here. He is damaged badly there, and banging away he goes, and he goes down for the first time tonight. 2, 3. Crawford's now getting back up off the canvas. The Dream's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Crawford swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Good job with another left hand. He gets hit, but he gives it right back.
30%, huh?
Scooches, this is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points.
Round number 8. Teddy's scorecard hasn't changed all night long. The Dream's been at home. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Big shot there. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Damn, homie.
The ref is...
Fuck happened to you?
The Dream's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count. That woke up the fans. Wow, did that wake up the fans. A fight that was assured of heading to the judges' scorecards, it ends by knockout.
That's why as a trainer, you like a fight that's close, that's closely contested. There's a little danger going on, because then you know that your guy's going to stay alert. Here, there was no danger. He fell asleep, and now he is asleep.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening.
Fuck. It's up to you if you want to. Look like you want to spam.
Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the famed New York.
Let's see what I'm up against.
Opening round scheduled for 10. A little something of his own. Blocks a shot, brings back the uppercut. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Halfway through round number 1. He scores with the jab. Now he's putting his punches together. The combination upstairs. That right hand over the top lands flush. There he brings a jab right hand. He missed with that headshot. Seconds to go in this round. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy, he's got to think things could be coming to a sensational ending for him when he gets off the stool here.
Well, he's showing that to you right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he's starting to get up. There's a couple seconds left. There's probably 5 seconds left before he has to get up, and he's getting up early. That shows you right what you're talking about. He's chomping at the bit. He's confident.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Why is he doing this? Can you explain this right here? I mean, he's not doing anything.
Either he's been hurt where we didn't see the punch early on, or right now he's thinking about getting out of there. He just doesn't want to fight anymore. He's broken down.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Comeback Kid. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. There's the old 1-2. Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And now he's targeting upstairs. Able to land the hook to the head. Not precise at all by the Comeback Kid. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. All landing. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Protecting his head well with his guard. What an intense hook landed by Comeback Kid. Able to land the jab. Scores well to the head with the right hand. He fires off the combination there and it lands. A little head hunting with the right. Basic but beautiful. Jab, left hand. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth the right hand. Not able to land the headshot. That right hand is becoming a crush. He can just lean on it now. Piercing jab. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
He's tired. He's tired. He's got nothing left. I need you to double up.
Beginning of round number 4. Teddy, the way your scorecard reads, he's up 3 rounds. Comeback Kid's in bad shape. Wow! Wow, crushing blow upstairs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I give him a
What
lot
did
of
you even
credit
get up
for
for?
even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
And now a well-placed hook to the head. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
I don't even understand that. Like, you didn't finish my combo. Like, what the fuck?
Hits him in the mug with the right. Comeback Kid's lacking that jab there. He just hasn't committed to throwing it at all.
I mean, that's the most basic thing in the world, is to use that jab. That jab does so many things for you.
What the fuck are you doing, bro? You're not doing what I'm pressing. This is
Fighting, but instead he's hugging. Effective.
L fucking game, bro.
Clinching his opponent. Nobody likes to see that. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. He got hit, but he sends it right back. And round 4 comes to an end. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Kid Comeback's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
Two jabs, dos. And every time you throw that jab,
Throw that jab.
Don't go straight in. Give him a little feint first. Breathe in. Take a deep breath.
New round underway here. He's hoping that it doesn't look like the last stanza where he was knocked down.
The fuck is wrong with this game, dude?
Profession where hope is attached to something very tangible. You know, it's not just a notion. We hope, but it's attached to his jab. It's attached to his head movement. He has a good jab. He has good head movement. Guess what? He has hope. He'll be okay the next round.
Comeback Kid showing a little bit of a defensive shell to Teddy. I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
He scored well after being hit himself. Unable to score with the hook.
Nice.
Oh, that's good stuff. Fire.
Why is it like I'm slow as shit?
Good work by Comeback Kid. And you see what he
I just feel like I'm super fucking slow.
to the head.
Stop.
Solid left hand to the head.
I didn't fucking press that, bro. Come on, man.
Move your head down.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, and he returns.
That doesn't make sense.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Well, he's got the attitude. Something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do.
What the fuck are you doing?
He has his target. He lands a straight right.
L fucking gang, bro.
So he takes a breather between rounds after he just put forth more of the same punishment. Teddy, we've been sitting here all night long as he lands these thudding blows. You can just hear the damage landing.
Yeah, and I can feel them. Some fluids that I don't really want are coming onto my shirt.
Let's hear it for Brian the Beast Baker and his new.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
He got a shit.
And we are underway with the second half of this fight. The jab has...
Throw the fucking uppercut, bro. Oh my god, dude. What is wrong with this game?
To get it off at the right time. His opponent, that sweet spot. You know, you hear about that in baseball. You want to just hit that ball in the sweet spot. Well, the jab, he's catching his opponent just as he's starting to get into his range before he can get off.
Good strong combo.
Get off of me.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Comeback Kid's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Back and forth they go, each man getting the big,
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
flashing home. Oh, he doesn't look good. He just went down, and not the way he wanted it to go.
No, he's standing on the outside, Joe. He shouldn't be standing there. The old timers would say, take a walk around the block.
Okay, I'm about to turn this shit
Somehow,
off, bro.
some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. Good, solid right hand he lands there. Good combination to the body. Teddy, he's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
Now, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella. And instead, he's
Oh
running
my
out into
fucking-
the rain.
Able to get rid of that one. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is letting your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
Nice work with the jab on the outside. Another strong round of accurate precision punching from him.
You know, it's easy to be accurate when your opponent walks out there and says, please hit me. I mean, he's like putting a sign on himself. Here's the red target.
You're in control of this fight. Don't get careless out there. Keep boxing smart.
Clearly, I'm in control of this shit. This nigga ain't doing a goddamn thing, nigga.
He has a new round in front of him, but I don't know that there's any new hope. He's been down numerous times tonight, including that last round.
You never know what a person's capable of when they're pushed to the brink, but this would be very unlikely. It would be spectacular.
Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now,
Okay.
Likes to
Obama's having trouble with 3 combinations, so I gotta stick with 2.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Comeback Kid. And there's the left hand working well for him again. Halfway through this round here.
Keep your head moving.
Doubling up that jab that serves him well to the body.
Protect yourself.
And he returns on that exchange. A little give and take, and here, big shot. The right came clean. Big shot. That was a big shot that scored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'd just stay down if I was your goofy ass, bro. Like,
The ref stops the fight. Comeback Kids unable to continue this fight.
this shit was boring as fuck. Nobody came through in the chat except Sinister.
That's what you want to see.
No
A
interaction.
guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was
Feel
even
that.
telling
I
him,
need
step
to
it
eat
up a little
something.
bit. This was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe
Boxing
Tessitore.
don't
That does
quit.
it ringside. We'll see you next time.
Shit, the one didn't count. So it's like, none of this shit matters anyway.